This presentation will cover all team members involved with the project, the overall concept of our escape room, our intended audience, an overview of our budget, a general overview of all of our puzzles. We will also include the necessary resources for further development and implementation of our room. And to close, we will perform a self-analysis of all the positives and negatives our room had, and including other closing remarks.
Hello, my name is Mukunse Chaudhary. I'm a part of the Team 14 Geezer Teaser Escape Room, and my primary role as a member of this team was to create and maintain the website, keep track of documentation, and work on various CAD designs and SolidWorks renderings throughout this whole process.
Hi, my name is Vasilios Konstantakos, and for this project, I designed the rotary phone, helped with documentation and website creation.
Hi, my name is Nathan Fry. My role on the Geezer Teaser Escape team was to research our target audience and current trends, as well as work with some of the electrical and software components of the puzzles.
Hello, my name is Isaac Iverson, and I am part of the Geezer Teaser Escape Room team. My main jobs when designing this escape room was designing and fabricating mechanical parts, along with organizing the team and keeping everyone up to date on their assignments.
In addition to my responsibilities mentioned earlier, I also worked extensively on the creation and development of the theme and storyline for the Geezer Teaser Escape Room. Players of this escape room have been stranded in the 80s after taking their time machine for a spin when it suddenly breaks down. Players must fix the power source to the time machine before tomorrow morning, or else they will miss their big meeting and potentially be fired. Players of the Geezer Teaser Escape Room will find themselves immersed in nostalgia as they navigate their way through an 80s themed arcade room. Participants will complete a series of 80s themed puzzles, from playing some rounds of the popular Simon game, to playing an arcade machine, to operating an authentic rotary telephone. Once the series of puzzles have been completed and players have found their way to the final stage, players will encounter the final puzzle, repairing the power source to the time machine, which is a nuclear reactor. Upon successful completion of the fifth and final puzzle, the repairing of the nuclear reactor, players will be able to safely return home, make their meeting the next morning, and their job will be safe.
The target audience for our escape room is a group of employees from a small company looking for a team building experience. These employees' ages can range from their early 20s to their mid-60s, and as such, we wanted to provide an experience that anyone in this age range can relate to. Our theme of being trapped in the 80s provides a nostalgic experience for the majority of our audience. Our room is filled with props and puzzles that reflect the time period through pop culture and historical references that are certain to transport our audience back in time. Our room also features puzzles that are designed to promote teamwork and communication. These puzzles require multiple people to complete, and many of them are spaced out throughout the room in order to encourage communication between the players. With all these elements, our room provides both a nostalgic and team-building experience for our audience.
Over the course of designing this escape room, we were given a budget of $100 to stick to. We spent money in the electronics, mechanical, and supplies section, and mainly for the reactor puzzle, since it is so mechanically complex. For the reactor puzzle, we bought potentiometers, extra servos, female-to-female wires, and other wires. All puzzles utilized cardboard in their construction, along with wires. The reactor puzzle included a coffee can, bamboo skewers, nails, for the final product. The rotary phone was a large cost to our budget because that was a one-off part and specifically needed. Paper was used for the paper pencil puzzle along with the periodic table puzzle. Our budget in total was around $37, well under the $100 we needed to stay. Over the course of this escape room, our team designed 5 different puzzles for participants to complete. One puzzle is based on paper pencil, and the other puzzles are based mechanically and function with the use of an Arduino, code, and different motors and other electrical components. The paper pencil puzzle is a time period based puzzle to receive a code once it is solved. The 4 mechanical puzzles include the reactor, the rotary phone, the Simon, and arcade puzzles. We will show you videos of how each puzzle works and how they are solved.
This is our Simon puzzle, and in order to do this puzzle, you have to repeat the sequence generated by the random number generator and the lights.
This is the arcade puzzle. In order to solve this puzzle, the player must enter a cheat code they will receive from previous puzzles in the room. In order to enter this cheat code, the player must first press on the joystick and then enter the code. When the correct code is entered, the LED lights up and the secret compartment is revealed. When the player pulls out the compartment, a code for the next puzzle will be revealed.
This is our rotary telephone puzzle, and to do this puzzle, you have to use a code found elsewhere in the room and type it into the rotary phone and then decode the Morse code that comes out.
The reactor puzzle can be seen here in its base state. The LCD reads that the reactor is off and a blue light is indicating the cool temperature. Participants solve a puzzle using the periodic table to turn these potentiometers to the correct orientation. When the correct orientation is reached, the top falls, lowering the control rods, and it says the reactor core is heating up. As you can notice, the color also changed to a red color, indicating that the reactor is heating up. After 30 seconds, it will say the reactor is ready.
Our escape room really hits home with our audience. All of our puzzles are very nostalgic of their childhood, and they will be very relatable. Our puzzles are also hard enough so a well-educated adult can have a little bit of difficulty solving them, but it is not impossible to escape the room. Our theme is tailor-made for our audience, and they will just absolutely love it. The only real weaknesses we have with our room is that we only have 5 puzzles. I think more would have been better. And our room is lacking in the aesthetics department slightly. But other than that, it's an excellent room.
While the Geezer Teaser escape room was successful in meeting the requirements for the tasks that we were assigned, if this room were to be selected for a larger scale, there would be a number of features that would need to be modified if selected for implementation. If this escape room were scaled up, most of the improvements would be centered around substantial changes in the materials used on the prototypes. The reactor would require higher quality steel to be used in the base of the prototype. The rotary phone requires polish, better wires and wiring. The arcade machine would need to be made out of steel or wood with a functional joystick as a part of the machine itself. And Simon requires a housing unit that more accurately represents the game. The cost estimate for all of this is around $500, with most of the budget going towards modifying the reactor and the arcade machine. Both of these games require substantial improvements in the material used in their bases, so this is why a large portion of the budget would be going towards those puzzles.